Let's open up Adobe Illustrator and get to work. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to create a new document. This document is going to be an A3 document, because when it comes to printing, if you want to do printing on t-shirts, the recommended size for printing is A3 because it's going to be clear. I named the document after my client as well. Make sure that my color mode is CMYK, PPI is 300, resolution is the same as the raster effect. My resolution is set to 300 dpi. First thing I do is I import the crown, the PNG I brought in, and as you can see, it looks blur, right? So at this instance, what I'm going to do is I'll trace the image. I like tracing with silhouettes because I get the best effects out of that. I don't really like it because it has these dots or these irregularities, and they are very prominent. I can take the irregularities out one by one, but nah, I just want to do something quick. So I'm going to try the others like sketched art, see how it comes out. Yeah, I'm okay with this one. I like the way it is. I'm cool with this. So I don't need to break this apart. I don't need to do anything. I just have to make it smaller and find a place for it up here. And then I import the picture, and that picture says today is a great day because it's my birthday. So I can decide to look for the exact font or find fonts that look like it and then just go ahead. The font I really like using for a lot of designs is Acumen because it has a lot of variations from bold to thin, so many variations, which makes it very enjoyable to work with. I'll type what I see. Today is a great day because it's my birthday. You can see this has been centered. The writings has been, the alignment is center, so I'm going to align mine to center, and I'll make this big. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this font to my favorite font, Acumen variable concepts, this one. Now you can see the R here is not necessarily the same as the R here. I like this font, I can use it. Or this looks like Avenir Next. They look alike, really look alike. I'll use Avenir Next. You have to make sure that you make your designs as close to what your client wants as possible. So we've got Roman light oblique. Okay, we've got a lot. So I'm going to put heavy, and then my birthday is also heavy. Okay, I'm going to still enlarge this, and I'm going to place it here. That looks thicker than heavy, so what can we do? What I'm gonna do is I'll separate these. There are a lot of ways of separating these. I'll separate these into rows. So today is going to be on its own. A great day is going to be on its own because it's also going to be on its own. Now I want to be able to edit the writings or the words at any point in time, so I'm not going to convert them into objects just yet. So what I'll do is I'll select this, Control C, that is copy, and Control F, that is to paste on top, and I'm going to delete everything from a great day downwards. So now I've got my today is. I'll do the same thing for a great day, but this time what I'm going to do is I'll select from today is, delete it, and also select because it's my birthday and also delete that. So right now I've got today is. Let me change the colors so you know what I'm talking about. I've got today is. I've also got a great day, and then I select because it's, Control C, Control F, Command C, Command F if you're on Mac, and I'm going to delete my birthday, and then I'll delete today is a great day. And what you can see is that a great because it has moved up, so all I have to do is put space, that's enter, just put a paragraph, and then my, so Command C, Command F, and then I delete birthday, and then I'll delete today is a great day, right? And I'll put 3 paragraphs, and the last one is birthday. That doesn't need to be duplicated. Obviously it looks like this is very thick, right? So I can add some stroke to it, stroke of 5. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So what I'm going to do is that this stroke, I'm going to change the color to white, and I'll change the fill to white as well. Now obviously I can't see what's going on in the background. There are a lot of ways of doing this. I can change it to black to make it easier to see, or I can put a black background at the back. At the end of the day, I'll make it white, or I'll maintain it as white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a black background at the back of this whole thing. This A3 sheet is going to receive a black background. So it looks like this has got stroke, so I'm going to take the stroke out, and then the fill, I'm going to make the fill black. Now you can see that it's on top of everything over here, so all I need to do is move it to the bottomless bottom. And then my tracing is looking black, right? So I can make my fill, hold up. Okay, so what happens is I try to make my fill white, right? But you can see nothing changed. So what I'm going to do at this point is that I can make it a compound part, that is a group of different objects that I put together to form one object. But then with path, what you have is different parts of that object, or different things that form that object, right? So as you can see, the dots individually. So what I can do is I'll just change the fill of this group to white, and that's it. I'm good. Let's continue. Now, today is a great day. Everything is going to be white. I can be changing the fill this way, or when I select the font I want to change, I press I, which is the color picker or eyedropper tool, and then I click on a white font or a white color on my screen. That's it, right? You can select everything and then change the color at once, or just do what I'm doing. Now you can see that today it's obviously thicker on the sides than before, or even than a great day. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna try increasing the stroke. All right, so yeah, that looks about right. 7, right? So I'll take this and make it 7 as well, the stroke. Take this, make it 7 as well. And what I'll do is, because it's will have no strokes, right? There are no strokes for because it's, but because it's looks heavy, so I'm going to change its font type to Roman as well. Okay, and let's see what we have. Now we've got something looking like that. Now because it's looks smaller, so I just have to hold this side and then make it smaller, and I'll say that about that's it. Okay, so there's a lot of space in between the fonts, so all I need to do is come to the character side and then increase the tracking. I'll increase the tracking until it looks desirable. This kind of design is all about what you're feeling, what you think is nice. So I like a tracking of 100, meaning everybody will receive a tracking of 100. Okay, so a great day received a tracking of 100, and that wasn't very nice. So a great day might receive a tracking of maybe 90. Still not that great. So let's go 50. Still not feeling it. I think I'll just leave it at maybe 20 or so. Yeah, I'm good with this. Because I'm good with it. My tracking of 50. Tracking of 100. Alright. And then birthday, also a tracking of 100. Yeah, looks good. Now that I'm done with this, what I'm going to do is that I'll select all of this and make sure that they agree. What do I mean by they agree? They are aligning perfectly, the fonts and then the crown. So I need to come here to make sure that I am aligning to the artboard, and then I'll come and click this to align to the center, the horizontal center of the artboard, which is my page or my workspace. And that's it. I've done that, and let's compare. It looks okay, it looks great. That's all. So now that I'm done, I'll delete my client's picture, select all of this, deselect the background, and make this as big as I want it to be. Okay, you gotta cover as much space as you can. and then I would group everything, and I'll select this group, then align it to the center of the artboard vertically. I'll align it horizontally and vertically, and then I'm done. So you can see, let me show you what was asked of me to create and what I have done. That's it. So because it still looks a bit big, but it's okay because it's going to be printed and the person might want the font to be big or might want it to be seen clearly. After I've done this, what I'm going to do is I'll convert this to objects and then send that converted version to be printed. Since I'm done with the design, I'm going to save it in the folder I created for the client. Alright, so now I have my design done, but as you can see, the letters are still in fonts and not in objects. So what I'm going to do is I'll select everything and deselect the crown. Now with this font, I'm going to change the font into objects, and so I would come to object, expand, and then it would ask me object and fill. I'll say yes, expand on both. Now these are not fonts anymore, these are compound parts. As you can see, we've got this, we've got a crown, and we're done. So when you have your fonts converted to objects, whenever you want to print or you want to give this document to another person to print, you don't have to go through the stress of looking for the same fonts. It's already done, but the only disadvantage is these cannot be edited. I'll save this as a separate file. This time I'm going to save it as a PDF, and this is the PDF that will be used for printing. Alright, save it as PDF, and we're done. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Blessed Blaklyt, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Peace.